my lovelies, and welcome to another plan with me. Today we are doing the week of February 18th to the 24th in my Erin Condren, and as you guys can already see, we are using this lovely Fantastic Beasts themed kit from the Mix Match Planner. As some of you guys already know that are regulars to watching my channel, obviously I PR for the Mix Match Planner, and I haven't for a little while sort of shown you guys or reminded you guys of what my little freebies are. So I thought today we would bring them in and I would show you. So this is the free sampler sheet that you will get. If you mention my name, which is obviously at the top of the sampler sheet there, Lauren, in the notes to seller. Okay, obviously mine are blue, my sheet's blue, and obviously this little character here, this little mini in a coffee cup, is sort of my adopted mini character. It's also my character sticker for my Erin Condren. And across the top here, as you can see, there is a discount code, and the code is Carly20 for 20% off a £10 order. Now, if you spend over 15, you get that in any order. Obviously, to get 20% off, you need to spend £10. If you spend over £15, you can choose to get one of these gorgeous little die cuts. Self-explanatory, I'm a tea kind of girl and I'm a coffee kind of girl, and obviously if you use my name in the notes to sellers, obviously you'll get blue ones, and you can just pop in there next to my name, tea or coffee, and you'll get either one of these. So that was just a little information for you. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to pop my date dots on to my days. Now obviously she used a little heart symbol on her days to pop in, and obviously as you can see the circles don't really fit in the spaces, which isn't a big issue for me. I quite like using the circles, they're quite clear, but obviously you guys can choose to write in those little hearts if you so wish. As I say nearly every time I plan and do a plan with me video for you guys, your planning style is all about what works for you. You might not find your ideal style, your ideal planner straight away. You know, you might not find Planner Piece straight away. Right, now I'm just going to white out the dates. Stop them showing through. I don't worry too much about the light patterning on the corners of the pages. Where was it? Oh yeah. It is entirely up to you what you're comfortable with. That went really weird then, I don't know why. And this is where being ambidextrous comes in really handy. The bloody whiteout's lifting again. Okay, there we go. Now we can start putting the days on. You know, like I mean, if you're new to my channel, hi. Just to pre-warn you, I am a no white space planner, and I do know that for some that can be really quite overwhelming, especially if you're new to planning or new to this kind of planning. It can be very, very overwhelming, and you know, I'm not gonna sit there and say this was my planner style from the beginning. No, it wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. This style of planning is kind of how my planning style has developed over the years. I guess no white space planning, or near enough no white space planning, has been kind of my style for the last couple of years, I think. With a slight break due to the planner I having not really suiting that style of stickers, just because of the design of the planner and the layout of the pages. But yeah, I mean, when I started out in a Filofax, which is obviously a ringed planner. And I have to admit, I do still like the idea of having a ringed planner. I just don't have one. I have a TN at the moment instead, although I'm not necessarily finding the piece I want. It's doing the job I wanted it to do, but I'm not necessarily overly happy with the results. But then I'm still new. So obviously we've got the washi left on there. We will come back to that in a moment. Now what I'm looking for is additional washi strips, which are on here. So obviously these are your half boxes and your quarter boxes, and then obviously there's some additional washies on here as well. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 across the washies across the top of the page. Just covering. I think these might be a little bit shorter than the width of the box, which is kind of annoying, because now I'm going to have to try and centralise them. That is not straight. That is better. I do apologise for any noises you hear in the background. That's actually my dog. She's just decided to come in and make lots of noise. Her usual trick, because this room tends to be really, really warm, this is generally where you will find my cat. And she has this annoying habit of going up to my cat and just whining at her. I don't know what it is with those two. They have lived together for 3 years now. And they just do not... I'm not necessarily expecting them to get on. It's so much as just tolerate each other. I don't expect them to curl up in a bed together or anything like that. They were not brought up together, like puppy and kitten side by side. The cat is 11 years old. The dog is 3. However, it would just be nice if they could tolerate each other's presence. And to be fair to my cat, who's a very old, very stubborn lady, if the dog just left her alone and ignored her, she just wouldn't bother with the dog at all. But my dog is quite young still and just cannot grasp the concept of just ignore her. Leave her alone. She will run after her, and if the cat decides that she's going to have a funny 5 minutes, which they do from time to time, and just run around batty, then she's, oh, I've got to join in, and then wonders why the cat goes for her. It's like, no, Lex, just leave her alone. So, right, moving on. These are the full boxes. Now, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do for my theme sticker at this point. I did consider using the dragon. But what I quite like about these is they're actually like a block of 3, although I can move the dragon away from the others. So I think I might use Stifler, this one, as my theme sticker. So based on that, we will go down the list, I suppose. Obviously trying to stay as neat as we can. Making sure things are all lined up nicely. So this here I'm going to put together somewhere, I think. Doesn't overly bother me where they get put together. Just be nice to have them together. And I think I'm going to use the griffin over the watches. So I'm going to put this here, then the double, and then I think I'm going to put the griffin at the end, which is kind of keeping it in order anyway. Just like I said, trying to keep it all lined up. So yeah, I think we'll do this one next in here. I absolutely love the whole Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts franchise, as quite a lot of people do. I mean, as a kid growing up in school, it always annoyed me the fact that we had to read Jane Austen, which I have absolutely no problem with reading Jane Austen novels. Personally, though, I would rather have read J.R.R. Tolkien, which is obviously Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, etc. Which is classic in itself, but for whatever reason we weren't allowed to study that at school. So we've got the two left on there. Obviously that one's going to be my theme sticker, so we'll come back to that sheet in a moment. I've just got to remind myself of what I do at this point. So now I just carry on. Yeah, so now I want my today headers, which is on this sheet. How gorgeous are the today headers on here? They are the scales. Aren't they just gorgeous? Absolutely, absolutely love them. I have to admit. I really, really do. Again, these are a little bit shorter, so I'm just trying to sort of keep them in line as best I can. So, obviously, the week I'm doing, so for me, the week of the 18th through to the 24th is half term. For some people, it's kind of weird how half term works. It really does depend on where you live in this country. So like, I know some girls in the planner community are on half term week this week. I'm on, obviously, you know, us in Hampshire at any rate are on half term next week. So the week that I'm planning now. Obviously I plan a week in advance. Lexi, honey, stop scratching your ear. So my dog, unfortunately, is a Staffordshire, and she does have, unfortunately, their irritating skin, and it just means that she needs to have her bath, and she does have to be soaked and treated and rubbed down with this anti-itch cream stuff. So what I usually do now, I'm just sorry, you will get, I'm flicking back. This is the first time I've owned an Erin Condren, and although every week I plan the same way, sometimes I just double check because it slightly varies between where I buy the kits from. So obviously this one, which is a previous one, was a Mix Match Planner kit, but then if you look at the one I did for this week we're on now, so last week's Plan With Me, it's slightly different again. It just entirely depends. This one's different again. So the layout is all basically the same. It just depends on exactly, you know, they're not 100% exactly the same. If that makes sense. So I think what I usually do now is build up from the bottom up. It just allows me to adjust washi, etc. As I go along, because obviously I put half box and a quart box together in the middle, and just because I didn't do it at the beginning, this is the washi I want to use. This is what I'm going to use with this kit. It's just a really basic gold skinny. This is a super skinny. I have two slightly different sizes of skinny, or super skinny. As you can see, there's literally 2mm difference in them. Obviously I'm not going to use the pink with this kit. Just happened to be one I had left out on the desk from last week. I'm terrible. My desk isn't necessarily messy, but I do have a tendency of leaving washi stacks out rather than popping them away as I should. And then I get annoyed with myself that I've left it out. Go figure. Just my strange little ways. So, like so, and then obviously just continue the pattern along. You don't have to do what I do, which is 1 2 3 1 2 3 pattern. I mean, you could have 3 blues, 3 greens, and 1 mustard colour if you want, or you know, you could just go blue green blue green blue green and have something completely different on a different day. Alternatively, you might not want a checklist on every day. So, yeah, it's entirely up to you. So like I was saying, back to what I was actually talking about. Half term in this country does depend on where you are in the country. Like, my cousin's children, my cousin lives in, both my cousins, my older cousins live in Glasgow. That's, you know, where half of my family are originally from. They have a completely different system up there. So for example, her two, so we've got those 2 checklists on there. Her 2 are like this, their summer holidays are slightly different to us in England. So it really does depend on where you are in the country. As far as I'm aware, the guys in America for their summer holiday go back, I believe, in the August, where obviously in the UK our lot don't go back till the September. Like I said, I believe, don't quote me 100%, there may be parts of America that are different to others. Obviously I don't really know the American schooling system, apart from, you know, they do stay in school till they're 18. Apart from that, I'm not 100% sure, because obviously they have different years and setups and stuff. I mean, we have infants and juniors, which make up primary school, then we have secondary school, which is our seniors, or I guess the equivalent to high school, but then we have lower school and upper school within the senior school. So I guess that may be the equivalent of their junior high and high. I don't know. So we just pop that in like so, and then obviously at this point, this is where I now need to build up my middle box, and this is where it will become slightly interesting. Now in my Happy Planner, this box is skinny, is the quarter box followed by the half box, but in this one I do it the other way around. And again, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 with the patterned ones, because I would rather use up the patterned ones and just have one normal one. Again, these seem to be a little bit short. Then the box itself, but it works and I'm not really worried as long as it's straight and not, of course, if you like. I'm back to the top, aren't I? I wondered where I was then. So yeah, it's proving to be interesting. Obviously this weekend, or this weekend, so not the week I'm planning, but the week we are actually on, the week of the 10th through to the 17th. Obviously this weekend I'm away to the Spring Fling Planner thing. It's taking place down in Devon, and I'm really looking forward to that. And now I want to do, so I'll have to match up with the dates. Yeah, you see, now I've done something slightly different. Oh yeah, those boxes were slightly longer on that kit, so now I'm, sorry, really quite confused as to what I'm doing. Okay, I might put the skinny washi that came with the kit in the middle then, which is this gorgeous blue skinny washi, rather than at the top, because I don't actually think I have a washi that will go with why do I think that's a bit short? It's because it is. Okay, I might not use that then. Oh, now I'm in a conundrum of what to do. And annoyingly, I don't have a single washi to hand. That's actually coming up a bit short, which now worries me that I mean, I could use washi strips, that isn't too much of an issue, but it now worries me that my big washi is going to come up a little short as well, which will slightly irritate me. It is going to come up slightly short because I've got that right to the edge, and then there's a gap. That's a teensy weensy bit annoying. And I've never ever known that happen before. Ever. So it is a teensy weensy bit annoying. And I'm not sure how I'm going to cover that up. Do you know what? I'm going to use one of these and hope that it's the same length. Nope. That isn't going to work. It's too short. Right. At this point, I really don't want to dwell on it. So I think what I might do is just try and pop this somewhere central, as it's a top washi now. I'm not going to put that in because it's not going to go across the whole stretch. Okay, bear with me guys. I'm just going to go to the washi collection. Now, I think this one might be a bit dark. Not enough yellows in that. I'm thinking a marbled one, possibly this one. Okay, because obviously I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, so I just grabbed these. And I quite like the idea of this marble one, to be fair. So I think I'm going to run with that. If I can get the end of it up. I'm not entirely sure where these washes came from, because yeah, that works. These came home in a tube with my gorgeous hubby, along with some other goodies that he got me. So he got me a bag charm. I've put on my Tien, Winnie the Pooh themed, and he got me these washies, and he got me some clips, Minnie Mouse themed bulldog clips and Minnie Mouse themed paper clips as well. I'm not doing very well with cutting this washi today, am I? Here we go, like so. So I might not actually need the gold anymore, because this is going to overlap quite a bit, but oh well. It works, it works, it works, it works. So it's all good. We're rolling. We're rolling. We are now back on course. So yeah, as you can see guys, I am a little bit erratic sometimes. A little bit chaotic. You know, it works. I can move things around it fine. And then obviously I'm just going to use one of these, which is technically a checklist box, but it could be used as just a normal half box as well. So there's that done. Obviously you can slightly see the washi underneath the sticker, but I'm not too worried about that. And then back to our bottom washi. I'll put it over there. Let's see what happens with this side. So again, it's going to be slightly short towards the coil, but that's okay. And then I do want to bring in my original choice of washi now, which is this gold super skinny. I went for the marbled effect because it's got the gold and the green and the blue in it. Okay, that's got a horrible mark on it up there. So what I want to do is just take that for the minute all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. And I'm just going to break it off. I'm not too worried about cutting off the top bit yet, because I've got to lay this bit of washi in the top. So in my happy planner, generally with this strip, I will go, oops, I'm pulling it out of place. I'll go all across the top of the February bit as well. But in this one, I don't tend to do that. I don't know why, I do it slightly differently. But there we go. And obviously it's going to be too long. So we are just going to snip it off just at that end there, like so. Now we can build up the sidebar. So I said I was going to use a little niffler. And the advantage to the washi down the side, and I discovered this in my happy planner literally by coincidence, is it actually makes a good line-up tool. To headers now, so I want next week, not this week, next week. And we're just going to, again, slightly off centre these ones because. So, and now I bring in my Monday through to Sunday sticker, like so. Like that. And then what do I usually do? I'm going to then build up from the bottom. So at this point, I'm going to put in, as you can see, Kylie splits the bottom box, so you can go just over the 3 boxes or you can go the whole way across. Which these days I tend to go all the way across, but I never used to, if that makes sense. I never used to go all the way across. So it's quite nice to have the option not to have to. And it's also quite nice to have the divide already there. So then you can just continue that strip all the way down there like that. Moving on. Oh, I don't want, we've got deco. I could cover those up with strips, which is absolutely fine. That works really, really well in my opinion. What was I doing now? So now I need another box. Oh, I'm all in a muddle and a faff. All in a muddle and a faff. It's not good. So I want I think I'll go for the mustardy coloured one. Just pop that in there, and then I usually have one of these. So I think I'll go for green, just to break it up a little bit. And then I've just got this little void here, which lately I've been using washi on. But these 4 boxes are a bit big for in there, so I don't quite know. I might fill it up with, what could I do? Do you know what? I'm going to use 2 bits of washi and then fill the middle with some deco, just to fill that space, because I did that with the current week's plan with me and I really liked it. So I think I'm going to go for that again. Like so, and then I'm just going to fill that space now with some deco. Okay, the suitcase is a bit big. What about the watch? Will the watch fit? Yeah, the watch goes in that gap, doesn't it? There, like that. Just need to pop that suitcase down somewhere. Now I'm just gonna it's gonna be one of those days today, isn't it? Sorry, I'm a bit of a scatterbrain today. I'm just gonna break that off the top like so. Woohoo! I think I'm nearly there. So obviously I want to pop my weekend banner in, and the obvious space for that to go is going to be down on the bottom washi. Like so, and then what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Oh, that's it. I was going to put flags in down the bottom, weren't I? I really like the scales. So, I think, therefore, it's going to be the scales I go for. I actually really like the look of that. I really quite do. So again, just lining up with the edge of the box, like so. And that for me looks really nice. I actually really like that. And I might pop, I don't always use deco, hardly ever use deco these days, but I think I will, just to break up the space a little bit. I don't generally use the weekend, so I don't really mind putting a bit of washi over there. And this rather gorgeous, cute little stiffler will look really cute in that box. I mean, Saturday, Sunday in here is kind of a wasted space because I try not to do anything PR wise or YouTube wise or Instagram wise on a Saturday and Sunday. I will occasionally do a share it Sunday, where I'll share something I'm working on, but that's generally only on Instagram and Facebook. So like if I'm using products from the Mixed Match Planner, I'll do a share it Sunday. Same as I don't generally do things on a Wednesday, although I will occasionally do a midweek spread. It just really depends on do you know what, I don't actually think I want any more deco. Pulled this off now, but don't know if I do. Do you know what, I'm going to pop the scarf there just for the sake of popping the scarf there. Okay, so that will do us for now. And what else I've done in the faffing of today, because it is a bit of a faff this week, is I didn't get any of this lot out. So let's get started. That's a blank sheet. Well done me. So these are from Busy Bee stickers, and I currently use. Do you know what? I did do these boxes the wrong way round, but never mind. Doesn't matter. It will still work on a Tuesday. But you will have to bear with me on the week of the 18th, so next week, because it might be a bit erratic when I get a chance to do my filming, etc. Then I've got Coffee Minnie, who, like I said, is my character sticker, and she always sits somewhere up here by the date, beginning of the week. She's going to cover up quite a bit day if I'm not careful, so I'm going to pop her down a bit in there like that. Then moving on, we've got my Happy Planner symbol, and obviously she goes in on Thursdays because I always do her on a Thursday. She's the cheap girl from Fab Planner Print, by the way, guys. Then I've got these gorgeous little planning stickers from Plan to Stitch Planning, and I picked these because they look exactly like, can I show you? Hopefully that's focused. They look exactly like a mini horizontal Happy Planner, which is obviously what I have. And then moving on, we have Floss from TheMixMatchPlanner, and she's my YouTube character, and she just gets plonked down here like so. And then we have the film, edit and upload stickers. I was kind of hoping I had some black ones, but I don't. I do have dark purple, although I think that might clash, and I don't really want to use green. We'll use these. These are as close to black, or possibly are black, meant to be black, they've just faded. So what I've got, like so. So these little film and upload stickers, obviously there is an edit one as well. These were a printable that I've just put through my Cricut machine, printed onto sticker paper and popped through my Cricut machine. So I tend to do as much as to normal as I can next week. Whether or not that works, I honestly couldn't tell you. Sorry, I'm getting these stickers everywhere because I'm just so disorganised today. It's unbelievable. Right, so moving on, we've got Instagram Mini, and I really need to order some more because I use 3 a week. And then obviously I take pics for you guys. I use a minimum of 3 a week, shall I say, because obviously if I get Happy Mail, then obviously I try and upload Happy Mail pics as well. So I think we'll have to put that on the sticker shopping list. And then last but no least, my PR dates. I've only got one set of PR dates again, and that's for the 22nd. These are Minnie's planning and the little unicorn Minnie, and she will just sit here on the Friday, like so. So we'll just tidy up the left. So though we've got some flags and a couple of little bits of deco. Then we've got some plain flags, some headers, some washi, and 2 sort of half full boxes and a habit tracker left. We've got those 2 full checklists. We've got a handful of quarter boxes and a half box left. Then we've got what I call white space checklists, and the functionals left, and these minis will find homes in my happy planner eventually. So, and then we've got a few date dots and a few hearts, and then we've got 1 full box left, like so. Just put that up there out of the way. So, getting a pen, and I'm just using a Papermate Inkjoy. This is just a biro one though, not a gel one. I do have the gel ones. So down here just goes subs. And then obviously here I know it's PR Mix Match Planner. So I know over here now on the Friday it will be the Mix Match Planner. But obviously I don't know what I'm doing yet that far ahead. So obviously this is my Erin Condren, and this is my classic happy planner, and this is my mini happy planner. Even though I know what the stickers mean, I still write it in, which is really, really odd. And obviously I know all this is related to whatever I'm planning in on the day, but I still write EC and EC pics. I think it's just to make it sort of make it feel more complete, if that makes sense. It might not to you guys, but that's just me, and I guess maybe I'm a little strange that way. I don't know. Do you guys do that? Do you guys use stickers in your layouts and still write in next to them? What they are? Or what they're to represent? Or is that just a strange quirk that I have? I know, it just feels slightly more complete to me to write it in like that. Unfortunately, I don't have any Fantastic Beasts themed clips, so there won't be any clips included on this spread, just because I don't have one. Oh, sorry, camera will just knock the table. I will at some point get another Today one to go into this one, but not yet. So I do apologise for the randomness there of realising that things weren't going to quite work. And, you know, thank you for bearing with me. Usually a little bit more organised than this and not quite so scatty. But there we go, guys. That's my Erin Condren layout for the week of the 18th through to the 24th of February. And then the following one, which happens to be the first week of March, is a birthday week. Is actually my eldest son's birthday on the 1st of March. So it's just going to be, I'd like to do a spread or try and find a kit between now and then and hope it turns up in time. I might even get one this weekend. I don't know. That I know he's going to like. But we will have to wait and see on that front. So, hope you enjoyed this plan with me, guys, and I will catch you next time. Bye!